Oh,
Holy
it's been
shit.
so long since we did a show.
God damn.
Oh, man.
Time just flies by, I guess. I don't know what's going on. People, is that Ultimate Thrill Rod trade?
Please stop. Please stop. No Bray Wyatt, please. No.
I know it's.
No,
No, it's not that it's late. I just don't want to hear nothing about the Ultimate Thrill Ride because last year's WrestleMania is why I said screw WrestleMania for 369 days. Which, by the way, the streak is over.
The streak is over, man.
Well, you know what they say. Hold on, you know what they say. If you go to New Orleans, you're gonna break a streak.
Yeah, you're right, because I would no longer say screw WrestleMania anymore after 369 days. The streak is over, guys. I'm not saying it anymore. You would not hear me say fuck WrestleMania or screw WrestleMania anymore, because WrestleMania last night was hype as hell.
Hype as hell. And so is Red Robert King's comments. Good lord, Nick sucks Trevor Phillips Cox on The Walking Dead. Trey just broke up with John Cena. Happy Hovig Day. WrestleMania. Man, do you really say it like that, Trey? Eddie's making fun of you saying WrestleMania.
I would not confirm or deny anything.
Red King saying fuck gender. Rusev should be you as champ. He's like, well, how have you guys been? It's been like forever. Asuka should have won. Oh man, AJ versus Nakamura was decent. Roman versus Brock shouldn't have went on so long. God, there's so much shit going on. But the main thing is New Japan matches were better. Trey, I'll let you be the official word on that. Was New Japan matches better than WrestleMania last night?
That's the thing. I didn't watch New Japan Pro Wrestling for the fact because I watched NXT Takeover. I was emotionally more invested.
Trey, what he was asking is the AJ Styles Nakamura and Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, that's what he was asking. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Oh hell no, that match sucked.
Wait, what?
That match was bullcrap, man. That match. No, I am not messing with you. This is no joke. This isn't no, praise the Maharaja joke. No, that match was trash. That match was like last night. I was more calm about it and everything, but I could not believe the match I just watched. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the hype was just too much for them or something like that, but that was very disappointing. Hovig, you said this last show, you didn't care too much about Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. To me, in my opinion, they put on a better match than Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles. I don't know what happened last night. I really don't. I'm very confused because that Wrestle Kingdom match they had a couple years ago was way better than what I saw then.
Because here's the thing.
Yesterday.
Well, because the thing is, and this is perfect because this is one of my highs. Like, because we're going to talk about highs, yeah. I mean, I want to be positive. This, and I'll a little bit to talk about later on, this is probably close to being one of the matches of the night. It's not, but it's close to there. This was an incredible match, and Hovig actually being there. I mean, the crowd seemed pretty hyped. Like, Hovig, what'd you feel about the match?
Oh, the match was pretty good. I mean, granted, it wasn't their Wrestle Kingdom match, because I did watch their match at Wrestle Kingdom 10. Granted, it wasn't that. But at the same time, I'm not going to compare it to the Wrestle Kingdom match because you can't, because this is the WWE, this is not NJPW. So for whatever it was, like, I really enjoyed the match. I mean, what I enjoyed more than the match itself was Nakamura's heel turn.
Yes.
Dude, I did not, because even everybody was like, what the hell is Nakamura doing? Like, getting on his knees, handing him the fucking title. I'm like, no, that's a Japanese thing. It's like a thing of honor. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Like, because, and then that shit was going, and all of a sudden, low blow, I was like, oh, whoa, what the, dude, everybody, like, in my fucking vicinity, we all fucking lost our fucking minds.
Yeah, man. And the crowd was like, what the fuck? Like, the crowd got quiet for a second, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I love the crowd reactions to it, because one thing, another high of mine I had to bring up real quick, and then I'll get into your guys's, but the crowd in general. This was a crowd that was like, listen, we paid a lot of fucking money for this shit. We're going to tell you how we feel. That ending, the Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns ending of this is awful, boring. Yeah, you tell those motherfuckers what y'all think. I love that. I am so happy the way they handled that. The crowd was fucking awesome. And one more high I have. I'm sorry I keep saying on highs. I have even a lot more than this, but I'll wait. But the biggest thing that was amazing to me was the 205 Live match. That pre-show in general was incredible. I love both Battle Royals and everything like that, but man, Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander put on It's like their match was so good. It was like fuck you to this entire card because we're not on the main card. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you guys feel that way. I mean, did you guys feel like that match was as good as I'm building it up to be?
No, that match was pretty fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie. Like, fucked up thing is, all 3 of the damn pre-shows were fucking amazing, and then I already lost my fucking voice by the time the first fucking match of the main show started. I was like, God damn it, we have all these next few fucking hours of this shit. I was like, my fucking voice can't handle it.
Yeah, man, it was fucking amazing. But yeah, like I'm gonna ask you, Trey. Actually, Trey, what are some highs? I mean, try name 3 actually, and then if there's more that we're missing, then we'll go to those as well.
Okay. One of my first highs will go to the Asuka Charlotte match. I did really love that match. It was great. I had no issue with the streak ending. I just wish the ending was better. That is my only complaint with that. The ending, I guess I expected more, especially because it was in that weird position that Charlotte's arms was supposed to be weak. And you brought this up last night, Nick, even though the stream was messing up. And once again, we apologize about that last night, guys. It's just one of those things like we've seen Becky and everybody break out of that hold and stuff like that. And it was just weird for Asuka not to. So it was a little bit hard to believe in that when you see Charlotte's past matches with somebody like Sasha Banks and seeing Asuka kind of lose like that. So the finish to that was pretty weak. So I didn't really care too much about that. Another highlight for me was I'm trying to think right now. Yeah, the cruiserweight match. The cruiserweight match was actually okay. At first, I didn't like it. Last night, I was kind of being a little bit too hard on it and being like, this wasn't the best 205 thing I've seen. But as I kind of threw it on it, I was like, you know what? No, it was pretty awesome. Mustafa Ali had an awesome entrance, and the match was a lot of fun to watch. And I mean, congratulations to Cedric for winning. And that's who I was going for, by the way. Really wanted him to win. And I guess the third highlight, if I had to really choose one, is probably Nia Jackson and Alexa Bliss. I know I'm probably going to be kind of alone on this, but I thought that match was actually pretty good with what they were given. The storylines,
all by the way, that was an incredible fucking match. You know what I mean? Like this is
okay. Yeah, because the thing is, to me, in my opinion, the reason why I like this more than Shinsuke AJ is because the storytelling was done really well between the two. I mean, you have like even one of my favorite parts in that match was when Nia Jax was doing that monster scream, going and let's just go and then she runs. Yeah, that was hilarious. And then even then, just seeing the offense Alexa Bliss did against Nia Jax and everything, trying to prove that she is a fighting champion and she's really wanted to do anything to keep that title. I just really bought into that. You had these two former friends going against each other, and they took what was a crappy feud and they turned into something great. Same thing with I know you said 3, but the other highlight, freaking Ronda Rousey and them. They fucking stole the show. That was my match of the night. Ronda Rousey. I've been saying on this show for the longest time that I was not hyped about this. The promos have been crap. The match was going to suck. Dude, I ate my words, man. I ate my words yesterday. Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon killed it. Stephanie McMahon was freaking amazing. Ronda Rousey just blew me away. It was good to see Kurt Angle again and Triple H again. It was just, god dang, man. Everything about that was just fantastic. So, yeah, I guess that's my top 4 because I kind of cheated.
No, it's all good. And before we get to Hovigs, Eddie, what's up, bro? How you doing?
What's good, my brothers?
Oh, yes. I like that beanie, by the way, too. I want to get that shit. That actually looks really fucking cool. But, yeah, I'm going to ask you.
Probably the most expensive one I ever bought.
Yeah, I would imagine. But the thing is, I want to ask you, did you watch all of WrestleMania last night?
No, because that shit's like fucking 7 hours long. I can't watch wrestling for that long.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not as hardcore as you guys, but,
but
I watched a decent amount of it.
Okay, and where are some highs, in your opinion? Where are some highs for the show?
I think my favorite match was definitely the Ronda Rousey one because it was like a complete surprise of how good it actually was.
Yeah, no, that was, and that's the thing we're talking about right now too, is that Ronda Rousey match did not have no business being that fucking good. I mean, Ronda Rousey, and by the way, Stephanie taking the bumps that she's taking, dude, like she took every spot so fucking well, and yeah, I love this match so much. Ronda Rousey looking sexy as fuck. Ronda Rousey whooping that ass.
Fuck yeah.
And then the man-on-woman shit going on, too. Like, and I'm not saying, like, I like a man being on a fucking woman or anything, but the way it's, like, it's shocked me. It's like, you know what? This whole, like, men don't touch women thing on wrestling actually kind of worked to an effect on this because I was shocked when Triple H pulled her fucking leg and made her head slam on the mat. I was like, oh, don't you touch her like that, Triple H. That's fucking mean. And then, like, when Kurt Angle was trying to go for an ankle lock, I was like, that's pretty fucked up, too. Don't you try to do that. Like, nah. But it worked. And Ronda Rousey beats the shit out of Triple H in the corner and everything. I love that. Yeah, so this was a high for me, too. Is there any other highs from the show, by the way, Eddie?
There wasn't really anything that I hated besides the whole Braun Strowman thing.
Yeah,
I thought this Mania was like good, but not great. Definitely way better than I thought it was going to be, because I thought it was going to be very underwhelming and just not all that exciting.
Yeah, and by the way, I like
the main event was that bad.
Yeah, and by the way, I like in the chat right now, BBM says, "Oh shit, it's Kid Rock." I'm a cow. You never met a white boy quite like me. No, anyways, I'm done. Sorry, I kind of like.
What the fuck is up with this porn stash he has nowadays? He looks hilarious.
I think he's making porn. No, I don't know. And by the way, I like how you said porn stash. I was like, wait, do you know he has a porn stash? Why would he? Why don't you just have sex? I mean, I don't know. But Hovik, you brother. I think of all of us, the main opinion that matters as far as highs go is yours, because you were actually in the arena. What are some highs for you, sir?
12 matches out of the 14 were the fucking highs of my damn night.
Yeah, man. Is there anything you want to emphasize? Because if not, I have one more I would like to emphasize if you can't.
All right, so I know everybody's expecting me to say The Undertaker. Okay, I barked the fuck out. But my match of the night last night was indeed the Ronda Rousey fucking match. Like, I was the one who always said, I was like, I'll give her a chance, give this girl a chance. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. God damn it, if that, I don't know how excited we all were, other than a fucking man. I just can't talk. It's just, that match was just so fucking good. It had no right to be that fucking good, you know?
Yeah.
And I think the one thing that it was missing was The Rock. That was the only thing that was missing in that match.
Kurt Angle's a better wrestler than Rock, in my opinion, though, man.
He is. And the only reason why I said the only thing that was missing was The Rock was because it would have added a little continuity from WrestleMania 31. But it is what it is. I mean, I got like such an incredible match. Ronda Rousey, I love you. I know you're not watching, but goddamn it, I love you. And, you know, fucked up Triple H like he was nothing. Like that. And I even said it. I was like, right now, if it was to be a man versus a woman right now, it would have to be Triple H versus fucking Ronda Rousey. And she'd have ripped him a new asshole.
Yeah.
And, you know, the whole fucking night was just so fucking good. Like, worlds better than last year's fucking WrestleMania. I can tell you.
Well, you even had situations too, like because these are things, and I just want to bring up the stuff that we have brought up then in that sense, because Randy Orton, his match with Aiden, or not Aiden English, but Rusev and Mahal and all those guys, great fucking match, very very unpredictable. I did not think at all Jinder Mahal was going to leave the ring with the fucking title. I thought that was
hell no, especially the pop and how over Rusev is. Man, everyone thought that Rusev was going to win it. You know, I thought
Randy Orton's going to win it because he just really won the title not so long ago. So that was kind of
you're right. And it was just last night was filled with a shit ton of shocks.
Yeah, and then a big shock too was just like the fucking match with the Usos and then Harper, New Day, and everybody. I thought this shit was really cool too. I liked the ending of this match. I liked that Harper and then Rowan got their due. Man, the match wasn't the best, but goddamn, they told the story, you know, and it was fast as fuck.
And the funny thing is, that's one of the matches to me that was pretty low. I mean, it was like what, like 5-10 minutes long. They came, they did their thing, and that was it, you know. Exactly. So to me, it just felt it really just felt like a throwaway match for some reason, for the tag team titles. But at the same time, it was a shock seeing that the Bludgeon Brothers won. I was like, oh. Okay, that's interesting. So, you know, I was down with it, you know. But it was still not the strongest match of the night, in my opinion. And, you know, but my biggest mark out was, of course, The Undertaker. Like, not only that, motherfucking Elias. Troll of the fucking century, bro. I'm not going to lie. troll of the fucking century. When the light, and I was even recording. I was recording a video on my phone. When the lights went out, I just started fucking screaming off the top of my lungs. I was like, "Where the fuck is he here?" And then I see somebody come out. I was like, "That's not the Undertaker. Who the fuck is it?" And then all of a sudden, all you hear is, I was like, "That motherfucker!"
Yeah.
Oh, like, you know, if there was anybody on this planet that could have pulled that shit off beautifully, it was Elias. And thank you, Elias, for that. And then, you know, y'all talk about waiting until the last second for the dead man to show up. I was blown away that even Undertaker came out as the dead man. And it was kind of disheartening for me not to see him with the motorcycle, only because when they had the Triple H match, that motherfucker came out on a motorcycle. And I was like, this motherfucker ain't even going to come out on a motorcycle now. I was like, well, there goes that. But listen, Taker came out, squashed the shit out of Cena, which to me was like a big mark out for me, because I'm like, yo, we just saw Cena get squashed. When was that's never happened.
No, we've been seeing him get squashed a lot, like lately.
Like
Yeah,
that?
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, exactly. Like over and over again. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're right. But that was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, well, even recently too. I mean, even AJ Styles. I mean, even Elimination Chamber too. Like, John Cena is doing that Chris Jericho shit where he's jobbing too much. But I mean, that's an argument that none of us are willing to budge on. So, you know.
Yeah, but it was just, you know.
Yeah. Now with that, this is a great way to get into the lows. I gotta tell you, the worst part of WrestleMania that keeps this from being like 4.5 is the Undertaker shit. I fucking despise that segment. I despised, hated with all my fucking heart the John Cena shit. Really, when fucking Asuka lost her match and she had this really cool little, finally Asuka did something that wasn't fucking annoying, and John Cena just goes up like, oh shit, like I thought like Nikki Bella fell on her pregnant fucking stomach or something. Like he just runs backstage like he has to take a shit, running up the fucking ramp before the entrance music turns off. And then the whole time, every time during the match, when something cool happens or someone just gets a great WrestleMania moment, it goes to John Cena over there wishing he had some fucking popcorn. Like, oh my god, way to prioritize one motherfucker over every single buddy else. And then to come out and fucking waste everybody's time by going to the ring and then doing this by the way, John Cena, how the fuck are you good at movies and yet you can't act a fucking lick in wrestling? Like, I'm swear to God, dude, anybody in Indies can act better than John Cena. Like, literally anybody. Just name fucking somebody. They'll act better. And the fucking stupid bong and the whole thing, and then the clothes appearing in the ring, but then this fake CGI fucking thunder comes in the goddamn ring. Corny as fuck. Absolutely fucking terrible. Lawn entrance again. You had the motorcycles. You could have gone away with, like, hey, if someone accidentally hears a motorcycle in the audience, it's like, oh, it could be Triple H's fucking, like, Ruby Dubane or whatever the fuck they are. And it's like, no, they didn't even use the motorcycle. John Cena just went nuts talking shit about Undertaker's stupid gimmick. He just buried his entire gimmick, and you still use the gimmick? And we're supposed to give a fuck? You look silly. Your hair doesn't even look real, you old fuck. It was terrible. And the match? That was an awful match. I hated that. That's not the fucking browser. I'm trying to show it over here. Let me see. We can scroll over here. Yeah, it was an awful match. Fucking a squash match. This is shit that we used to hate Ryback for. This is shit that when Anthony was around would yell about fucking Goldberg doing to people. This was terrible. It's a WrestleMania match. You've been building this shit for fucking months, and that's what you got us? 5 minutes? By the way, I swear to God, I wish I could show it or else we get flagged. But there's a fucking part where, like, I swear to God, it's like the fifth, like, actual physical altercation that they have in the match where John Cena runs into a big boot. It doesn't even hit him. And
yeah, man, I laughed at that so hard. Dude,
yeah,
it cracked me up so hard.
Him, man. Like, oh, like, horrible, horrible, horrible. Worst Undertaker, well, except for Giant Gonzalez. This was the worst fucking Undertaker fucking WrestleMania moment, and definitely the worst John Cena WrestleMania moment. This ruined fucking my whole hype for the show. I was on the phone with my girl, just like, I can't believe it's fucking amazing. I love WrestleMania. This is what I wait for all fucking year. This great WrestleMania. I'm jealous of Hovig. I wish I was sitting next to Hovig having a good fucking time. This is great. And then that shit happened, killed it. And that Elias troll, by the way, that was some bullshit because they did him wrong. How are you going to fucking make him lose like that? I don't know if you were looking on Facebook or anything, Hovig, but Elias was going to bar, and everyone was loving Elias. He was the most hypest fucking guy in all of wrestling because he was having a good time playing guitars at bars and shit.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know about all that.
Yeah, but then you fucking have him come out. People are expecting Undertaker. You have Elias come out. So he just got a huge chorus of fucking boos. You just completely shit on all of his build that he's been doing himself, by the way. Playing fucking work, and unlike these old motherfuckers. And you just undid all the fucking work he's doing by making people go, damn it, it's Elias, not The Undertaker. Fuck you. And by the way, Elias had a much better fucking segment with John Cena than Undertaker did. Don't come back, you fucking bald son of a bitch. I fucking hate The Undertaker.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Weren't you the same dude who wanted the motherfucker to come back?
The American Badass, and I didn't want him to have a match. I wanted him to come out and fucking, like, answer to John Cena's stupid little fucking, ooh, I want to fight you because I don't got shit to do, and then just end off. Don't make it last literally. The Elias thing, him running back to the stage, going up and down the stage, back in the ring, taunting to the crowd, listen to his theme song 3 fucking times in a row. That shit lasted 20 minutes. 20 fucking minutes. How many times can I hear that, you know, my time is up, your time is now. My time is up, your time is now. For fucking over and over again. Do. Like, I hate that fucking song. It's a meme now. And you played it 3 times in a fucking row. Then I got this boring ass bong, while The Undertaker he walks the best, like he's trying his best to walk like he's fucking scary when we know it's like some fucking old dude just walking around the coat. Oh God, I fucking hate this part. I hate Undertaker and this whole thing. I don't want to see any more of these 2 fucks. I'd rather watch Blockers. It was terrible. And then the other bad thing was just the way Asuka tapped out. Aside from that, I have no more lows. I know I went nuts there and just screamed a bunch, but holy shit. Eddie, I'm wondering, what's a low that you have for WrestleMania last night?
Well, I thought the Undertaker thing was just very odd because I wouldn't be surprised if both Taker and Cena were kind of pissed about the way this was going. This might be the reason why, you know, a lot of people were saying Cena wasn't taking this whole thing seriously. Mm-hmm. I remember hearing that they wanted to have a match last year.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. And then for them to, you know, have to wait a year and then just do like a throwaway, was essentially just a cameo.
Yeah.
It felt like, you know, Vince McMahon or someone didn't, they didn't have a lot of faith in that giving like a good show without Undertaker being there. It was just a way to just kind of just shoehorn him in there. And I thought like, I wasn't really one of those people that was like really looking forward to like American Badass coming back, but I thought that's what they were going for when they had the coat and they got lit on fire and shit. I was like, oh, well, this is kind of a cool way to like, you know, say that, you know, that's gone and we're gonna see like some headlights and hear Kid Rock and shit. And
especially with the Hall of Fame thing, Kid Rock going into the Hall of Fame, perfect time to have the Hall of Fame thing be said, because the Hall of Fame statements are always boring. Would have been perfect to have Kid Rock go like, hey, we got the rings too. By the way, Undertaker. It's like, oh shit, would have been great. Couldn't do it, you know.
Yeah, and then when he just came back as, you know, in a slightly different looking coat and hat, it was just kind of, oh, well, what the fuck is the point in all this?
Yeah, and then it goes back to, and I
don't know.
One day I'll get over this, folks, but it goes back to Raw 25, where it's like, the more I hear from Cena or Taker, the more I hate Raw 25. It's literally, it's the worst 3 hours I've ever seen in my life, because that Undertaker statement that was really, really awful on that show, which, I mean, that's the only show that made even Stone Cold look bad. And I would date Stone Cold. And it's like, at that point, you know, you still made that promo that Undertaker did pointless. And you made last year's, which was one of the greatest Undertaker moments of him taking off his coat and everything. I mean, Hovig fucking cried. I nearly cried. I was in the rabbit with a bunch of toasties, and I almost fucking cried. And for nothing, you just disrespected all your fucking fans. Like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
to be fair, I cried last night when he came back.
I mean, yeah, I did too.
He was like posting on Facebook and stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, I even said like how bad I wanted the fucking American Badass to return. I was like, it makes sense. But at the same time, in the heat of the moment, I was there, and then that shit happened. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, I keep pressing the wrong button there. Oh, here we go. No, yeah, and like I said, man, that match, I'm glad the Undertaker won, but it's like, at this point, and I hate to say this, too, because I fucking hate John Cena, but John Cena should have won. He built this whole thing by himself. Trey's right, you know? Why didn't John Cena win this match?
Well, the reason why I don't even consider this a match. I really just considered this as a shut the fuck up John Cena from The Undertaker. You know, like I really just feel like it was just a match or like a little brawl just for The Undertaker to come back, just to shut up Cena and then just leave. It's like, yeah, I showed up, beat your ass, shut the fuck up, stop calling me out, go the fuck back and fuck your damn girlfriend. I'm out. One of those things, you know.
One thing that bothered me too, really quick too, and then I'm gonna get Trey's opinion on WrestleMania lows. But like one more thing I hate about this as well is I went back on my phone. I was desperate. I was like, I can't believe I hate Undertaker this much. I gotta get into something. He did this press conference. They make a big old deal. Lawn entrance again. Even walking to a press conference booth, he takes for fucking ever. It's insane. He comes out there, talks really low into the mic, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's the Undertaker. He's so great." He goes, "Let the good times roll," and leaves. I'm like, you lazy son of a bitch. All you had to do is talk into a mic, and that's all you got? 2-minute entrance to walk 5 steps, and you can say, let the good times roll. Fucking terrible. I could punch him. I hate it so bad. I hope he's gone for fucking ever. And, that's basically all I can say about that. But I think I'm the only one who actually hates that statement as much as I do.
Do you honestly hate that more than the Braun Strowman thing?
Honestly,
that's the lowest of the low for me.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I hate it because of the writing. I feel like that's really disrespectful to the tag team titles. But why do you hate it? Like, do you hate the way it happened?
Because we were just talking about it could be The Rock coming back or Rey Mysterio or all these cool legends, and I feel like that whole thing was done for the people who were actually at the show. Mm-hmm. And they didn't take into account that there's going to be like 1 million of people watching, waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, and it took forever too. I mean, he's running around like, "Who wants to be my partner?" And like, somebody like you with the brain knows, it's not going to be anybody. You know what I mean? Like there's somebody out there he's trying to go find. So,
and
yeah.
The fact that it was a kid, like a son of a referee, means that it wasn't even like a spontaneous thing. It was planned all along. So. Yeah, it just felt even more lame after that.
Well, yeah, they're not going to do that whole liability shit. Like the other day at TakeOver when Ciampa ripped out some fucking crutches by some crippled dude. That was a plant there as well. They're not going to have a liability on their hands because of that shit.
Well, we're aware of that, but it's like they should be aware of that too, because they had to be aware of there is people watching the product. That's one thing I always get mad at, like even with podcasters or fucking any kind of media. The worst thing you can do, you can tell a bad story, at least you tried. You can, have bad graphics or fuck up. Everyone makes mistakes. But to purposely waste my fucking time and purposely know that you're boring me and to purposely do something that you didn't have to do, and then just have glee in it. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, this is a cool segment, right? Brought a fucking kid to the ring. Took 20 minutes to find a little motherfucker, but this was great, right? Like, no, fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will say one thing. That the internet is fucking fast. Because not too long after that shit, somebody that already made a fucking Nicholas create a character 2K18 and gave the tag team belts to him with Braun Strowman. I'm like, are you kidding? Bro, I was like, this shit just happened.
It was Skull.
Yeah, basically. And I'm looking over here too. And I'm just gonna read what they're saying because they're like, this crazy motherfucker needs a straight jacket. I'm sorry, Red Roll King, but I am crazy. And yeah, Joe rants are probably 100 times better than mine. But Rojo Bear saying, why should John Cena win? He was talking a lot of shit. He deserves an ass whooping. And I see what you mean by that, Rojo. And I agree with that as far as like if this is like an actual real fight. But we all know that this was a wrestling staff decision to somehow just crowbar Undertaker in there, and I felt like, yeah, it's like crowbarring. This is like wrestler player one. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, how many old fucks can we just put in there? So it's like, hey, I know that guy. I know the Undertaker. Remember him back in the day? It's like, yeah, look him up on YouTube, you motherfucker. Like, Jesus. But Trey, I'm gonna ask you. I know you've been muted this whole time. WrestleMania lows. What are some lows for you, sir?
The 2 battle royales I didn't care about too much. The men's battle royale, Andre the Giant, and the women's I didn't care about them too much. Though I do appreciate the swerve they did in the women's battle royale with Bayley, with Naomi still being in the match. I did not expect that at all, so I did kind of appreciate that a little bit. The SmackDown tag team match was weak. Enough said. It's kind of a problem to me when I'm probably the only one in this chat that actually liked the Braun Strowman Nicholas thing, but it's kind of a problem if that was better than the SmackDown
Oh
thing.
no, I liked it too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but yeah, that Nicholas thing was way better than the SmackDown thing because that was just bad all around. I just did not. Yeah, that was bad. Another thing I did not like. I already said this earlier, but the ending of Oscar versus Charlotte could have been better. Like I said, I didn't mind the streak ending. A lot of people were freaking out, like the streak ended. WrestleMania is the worst ever now. Da da da. Nah, I didn't have an issue with that. It's just that I wish the ending was better. John Cena losing, that made WrestleMania 0 out of 5. And I had no issue. I had no issue with that. It was one of those things where John Cena deserved it. It was a talk shit get hit moment for Cena, so I didn't really mind it too much. And I guess the last thing I hated, besides the main event, is AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I just want to preface this. I did the same thing with this match that I did with the Wrestle Kingdom match. I set aside, I was like, I don't know who's gonna win. I just want to see a good match. And I just didn't get that this time. I did not get this at all. And I was just very disappointed. It was very lackluster and everything. I just could never get
time
into
restraints
it.
or anything, or do you? I mean, like, what do you feel went wrong here? Like, I mean, was there a certain point in the match that you're like, yeah, this is not going as well as I want this to?
Yeah, I don't know if it was just a certain point of the match. I mean, I don't expect the match to go like all awesome like from the very beginning. I don't expect them to blow the load like that quick and then just tire themselves out in the end. I just feel like it never picked up the momentum that it could have. And it just never like clicked in my opinion. Like this match does not happen at all. It's just, and poor Corey Graves, man. Corey Graves trying his heart out, trying to, hype up the match and the commentary and everything, and it just didn't. I don't know if the crowd was just tired as well or if I was just tired, but this match was just bah. I was so disappointed in this, and I love both guys. But then again, the problem with this feud was they were using the New Japan Pro Wrestling thing like over and over again to sell us on this. And honestly, I kind of feel like that's why I kind of failed here because they tried to use that momentum and it just kind of just glittered away until they win and didn't become what it was supposed to be. The only highlight from this was the Shinsuke Nakamura heel turn. I did not expect that at all. I thought it was pretty cool. I feel like Shinsuke did what Asuka should have done, in my opinion. I feel like Asuka should have been the one to turn heel, in a sense. But I guess you can't have two Asian superstars do that the same night, I guess. But I was cool with that, and I can't wait to see where that goes from here. Hopefully we'll see a brand new heel Shinsuke, probably similar to when he was a heel back in NJPW. But I just want to see them I just want to see Shinsuke come on his own now. Hopefully we won't have no more hate rants from you, Nick, in terms of this. Hopefully we'll see something more productive and more something that comes out of it that's more awesome than what he's been doing, because it needed to happen. He has not been getting into the crowd at all whatsoever. Like, they were singing his theme song, but after that, Nick, you've been saying this for the longest time. After they sing his theme song, that's it. You don't see people into his matches really, and they don't really care for the most part. It's just he's just aesthetic.
He's
just
the version of Road Dogg. You know what I mean? Like, just, oh, you didn't know? And then as soon as the bell rings, like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Exactly. He's just an aesthetic. And granted, his WrestleMania intros was awesome. I want to put that out there too. His WrestleMania intros, I loved it.
Yeah, and
I had the chick from Alice Cooper playing guitar on this.
Nita Strauss.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that shit it was amazing, and I was one of those moments where I was jealous of Hovig. Like, man, I wish I was there. That shit was badass. Like, you know what I mean?
God, man, I got goosebumps when she was playing that because I was just, God dang, she playing that riff, man. So yeah, he had that awesome entrance. It's just, I hope he just, becomes something from that. And of course, the main event, Roman versus Brock. What can you say, man? I'm surprised Brock won. I will admit that. But they really. I've been complaining about this for the longest time. They still did it again yesterday. That Attitude Era confirmed bullshit that I don't like that they do to try to sell us on Roman Reigns.
That bleed was so necessary.
Yeah, dude, it was. It really was. I was just like, man, they're really trying to buy into this character. I'm tired of this Attitude Era confirmed. Me saying that for as long as I have for Roman solidified that last night to me. If nothing else solidified that for me besides the promos he's been cutting and everything else, him bleeding as bad as he was, that solidified to me that they're really trying this Attitude Era crap to get him over with the crowd. And it didn't work. You've seen it tonight. You saw it last night. Even with that stupid post-credit scene they felt the need to do. I don't understand why they felt the need to, I don't know why they felt the need to do a post-credit scene for that.
Yeah,
I was so mad. Yeah, that was very pointless. It was a lackluster ending to a very great pay-per-view, in my opinion. And it's weird how when Asuka and Nia Jax, did an amazing match to me anyway, compared to Brock versus Roman and AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah. But yeah, one thing I'm going to bring up, well, actually, not even bring up anymore, we're actually going to go into matches of the night. I'm going to do mine first because of the fact that I love this fucking match so much, and I don't feel like anyone else is going to bring it up. But tied for the Ronda Rousey match, which I know somebody else will say because that match was fucking incredible, the Mustafa Ali match was match of the night for me. Him and Cedric Alexander. I got to tell you guys, you need to watch 205 Live. Yeah, like...
That was a really good one.
Yeah, dude, like...
I forgot about that one.
These smaller dudes can do such good shit, and they never get the time to do it, and then WrestleMania fucked them over again because 2 years ago, they had Neville versus Austin Aries, which was one of my favorite WrestleMania matches ever. You know what I mean? Like, that was fucking incredible. And they did it again tonight, and I'm like, okay, well, that's cool, but why wasn't it on the main show? I mean, I almost missed this. Like, I was like, oh, who the fuck is Sub-Zero out there? This is fucking cool. We got Glacius out here. Cool.
I thought it was Glacier.
Yeah, Glacier from WCW.
I thought it was like a mixture of Iron Man and Winter Soldier.
Yeah. So it was just kind of cool as shit. And then, to see it kind of like in the very beginning, I was like, yeah, you guys disrespect these fucking dudes hardcore. But yeah, those two matches are my favorite. But Eddie, I'm going to ask you, like, what's a match of the night for you?
Well, I really enjoyed that one. I forgot about it, but definitely the Ronda Rousey thing.
Yeah, man.
I think some of it was probably due to the fans were just like really, really into it. Every time she came into the ring, just made it really exciting.
Yeah, no, that was amazing shit. And once again, too, Ronda Rousey proved us our own. That bitch can go. You know what I mean? Hovig,
yeah, she was actually taking it like real seriously.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. But you, Mr. Hovig, what do you feel was match of the night for you, sir?
Oh man, it is definitely a toss-up between the Ronda Rousey match or even the Intercontinental title match.
Oh, with Rollins and Miz and
yeah, man, because that match was fucking good. Like I said, like 12 matches out of this fucking night to me were amazing. The only ones that were lackluster was the main event and the SmackDown tag titles. Well, the thing is, for the main event for me, I knew exactly what I was going to get. It's Brock Lesnar versus Roman. We've seen it before. I knew exactly what I was in for. I just didn't see this motherfucker winning. Like, that just blew my mind. But for me, man, match of the night, I mean, it's a toss-up between the Ronda Rousey fight and the Intercontinental title fight and
Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon fight.
Yeah, I honestly think it's a toss-up between all three of those because those to me were like just the Ronda Rousey fight was just pretty. It was just nothing but storytelling. The Intercontinental title fight was nothing but wrestling, and then the Daniel Bryan one, it was like a mixture of both. I'm like, fuck. It's like, which one do I choose? You know? So it's really tough, man. Like,
yeah, no, I know what you mean. But Trey, what is match of the night for you, sir?
Number one, definitely Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle versus Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. God damn it, man. I've never ate my words so hard on this show more than ever than that match, man. God damn it. I just couldn't believe it, man. My mouth was agape about how much fun I was having. Stephanie McMahon freaking killed it. Like, Ronda Rousey, God damn, I cannot say enough good things about this match. Man, I'm proudly eating my words, man. If I said I was going to eat a shoe or something, if this match ended up being good after how much crap I talked about this feud, I would be eating the shoe right now live. But unfortunately, I didn't do that. So yay! And the second best match, it was Charlotte versus Asuka. Like I said, they actually killed it. Man, Charlotte, she was desperate for that win, man. Like the storytelling was amazing. That's what brought me into it more than anything. Besides that weak ass ending, it just I did really love that match. I just, like I said, I keep saying it. I wish the ending was better. And then number 3 would probably be the Daniel Bryan match, just because it was cool to see Daniel Bryan in the ring again. A moment we never thought we'd see.
Emotional watching that, like when he came out to the ring and finally getting a thing. Like I ain't crying or anything, but I was just like, man, this is some beautiful shit right now. Like this is pretty fucking incredible. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, you how exciting it was.
Yeah.
You tested me saying you got goosebumps, and I was like, "Hey, man, same here. I'm with you." I got goosebumps from that. That was amazing. I loved it. So yeah, those are my 3 moments of the night for the most part. I freaking love those 3. So
yeah, but I guess it goes right down to our ratings now. I gotta say, so many great things for the show, and I'll go first because usually I had the most angriest fucking thing. Yeah, I loved a lot of the show, but there's just bad decisions. The whole Asuka thing, why does she lose that easily when she's had matches where she's way closer to losing than any of that shit. I remember I was chilling with the girl watching the movie or watching the show, and when she gets upon that hold, I was like, okay, yeah, let me go. I was about to go leave and get some fucking food and shit, and I was like, wait, like it's over? Like, I thought this was like a rest hold. Like, she gets the ropes, and then they have like a whole second half of the match to go. That's how you're gonna end that shit off? Okay. Fucking, I didn't like I didn't like certain things with the Roman Brock Lesnar match. It is what it is. We all knew what we were gonna get with that. I don't like how fast the tag team matches were. That was kind of insane to me. But aside from that, yeah, this is actually a really good fucking show. I give this a 4.5. Not even that, no, a 4 out of 5 because that Undertaker shit was too much. If it wasn't for the Undertaker thing, I would probably give this 4.5 out of 5, even though the Braun Strowman thing I hate because it was such a good show. This is one of my favorite WrestleManias since the last time they were in New Orleans with WrestleMania 30 back in 2014. That was the last best WrestleMania before this one. So the streak's over. There's no more bad WrestleManias. Next year's going to be even better. I can't wait. It's going to be fucking awesome. Eddie, what would you rate this show out of 5?
I think a 3.5. I was surprisingly entertained throughout most of it. I thought the Asuka match was pretty cool. The Shinsuke Macaroni match, I was kind of on
Macaroni match
Trey's side. I was on Trey's side. I expected to be a little bit more fast paced, considering like how hyped everyone was for it. But I love the ending though. That was very unexpected in a pretty cool way to fucking destroy somebody's balls. And the Alice Cooper chick playing the solo was badass too. Obviously the Ronda Rousey fight was awesome. I didn't think the main event was that terrible. I thought the crowd made it worse, just being a bunch of pansies about it.
You had to see that shit. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, the whole blood thing was cool, but that's kind of the problem I have with Roman Reigns is that
I was
it usually is, but
okay. See, here's the thing about that because apparently they said that shit was real, which I don't believe that because blood does not flow like that unless you're about to die. You know what I mean? And it's like I feel like it even blade. Like he had like some squishy thing and it shot juice or ketchup or some shit. Like I don't even think he bladed because if he bladed, that motherfucker that was basically a suicide attempt. You know what I mean? Like that was.
Maybe just.
I don't know, but there was like stitches on his head when he came out for Raw. It was like on his hairline.
Really? Okay. See, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, there's like a line going down of stitches. I was like, oh shit, that shit was fucked him up.
No, but like, I mean, at this point, being a wrestler for so many years and mowing wrestling, and my cousin's The Rock. Y'all didn't learn how to like blade. Like, I mean, I learned blading like within 3 weeks. So,
I mean, they don't really do it much anymore.
Yeah, maybe that's why. But it's crazy. Like, good lord. Oh, and by the way, just so you guys know, because BBM's like, bladed, you mean bleeded? Well, no. Because bleeded, I don't think that's a word either. But, no, bleeding. Yeah, basically, the wrestlers wear wristbands and whatnot, and sometimes they don't. But, like, when they wear wristbands, usually they have, like, a little blade inside there. So when they get hit with something, they want to, like, cut their face open. So it looks like the chair did some damage to him or whatever the fuck happened. But then, yeah, like Brock legit elbowed Roman Reigns' head. And this is another thing that's happening, too. People are saying that there was a big argument backstage between Brock and Vince about him saying, yo, why the fuck did you elbow him like that? Why did you open him up like that? He did this to Randy Orton last SummerSlam, and completely ripped his fucking shit open. Which, I mean, you can do that with an elbow? Because I don't think you can you?
Well, I mean, he knows how due to his MMA training, and going back to the whole SummerSlam Randy Orton thing, that was like legit like a work between him and Randy Orton, because he even told Randy he's like, listen, if you want me to cut you, I could cut you with my elbow without it hurting you. So he knows how to do it. And last night, I guess what happened was that after after Brock took off his gloves and everything, and he just fucking elbowed him, same shit.
Okay, and I guess Vince is probably upset, as they're saying over here in the chat. They're saying that he did without Vince's permission, and that's why Vince was pissed off at Lesnar. So thank you guys, by the way, Red Robot King and Rojo. You guys are fucking awesome. And yeah, like CJ, I agree. If he was gonna blade, he would cut the camera. And they didn't cut the camera. They showed him bashing his fucking head. But it's like, yeah, I disagree with that. I mean, I guess Eddie, you liked it, but yeah.
I thought it looked cool, and Roman Reigns was badass for like 2 minutes. That's kind of the problem I have with him, is that they always build him up to be this badass, but yet he gets his ass kicked in like every match I see. So it doesn't really, I don't really believe his badassery when they book him that way. But I thought the match was okay.
Yeah. The biggest thing too.
Yeah. Overall, I thought the WrestleMania was pretty decent this year.
Okay, yeah, and I'm glad that you feel like semi-positive about that too, because for me, yeah, with Roman Reigns, and that's another thing I hate about the match too, that we can all probably bring it up right now, but like, I don't understand how a match can, the guy's laying down the whole fucking match, like, oh, take another bump, I'll take another bump, I'll take another bump, and then you start bleeding, and you're almost dead, and now I'm alive, and now I'm hyper, and I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna throw punches, and man, this blood just gives me all this fucking power, like. I'm sorry, it works in Rocky.
I like to bleed. It turns me on.
Yeah, exactly. It was weird to me for that, to happen. It was just like, yeah, if he's bleeding, like someone needs to tell him that's not how the body works. When you bleed, you run out of energy. Okay, science much, you fucking idiot. So I hate that shit. Hovig. Actually, I'm gonna save you for last. You're gonna be the main event tonight since you're actually there.
Ooh.
Yeah, ooh. Trey!
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry.
This is an outrage! You know how much blood, how much tears I sell myself into this business, and I'm not the main event? That's it! You'll be hearing from my lawyer!
Oh, let me tell you. I'm not going to do a Stone Cold thing. But, I feel like I should did somebody. I just don't know. Dude, rating-wise, man, what would you give this WrestleMania?
Oh man, yeah, 4 out of 5. I mean, God, man, like you said, Nick, the streak is over, man. You would not hear me say "fuck WrestleMania, screw WrestleMania" until next year. Right, next year's WrestleMania sucks. It's coming right back, but but for this, yeah, it's retired, man. I freaking love this WrestleMania so much. It was amazing. God, man, like I said, the Ronda Rousey, I'm eating my words, man. I just wish the main event was better. I wish Shinsuke versus AJ was better. Nia Jackson, Alexa, like I said, I thought they killed it in my opinion. The story in that match was told freaking amazingly. And congratulations to Nia Jax. He finally got the big one, so that's a thumbs up for me. What else? The tag team match with SmackDown sucked. I didn't hate the Nicholas thing. I thought it was just a cute, funny little thing to pass the time after all the serious stuff that happened for the most part.
It was like somehow comedic or something with Braun Strowman. I mean, was it comedy? Thing I've been talking about.
No. In my opinion, it was a breather. It was a breather after the whole Shinsuke heel turn, and I feel like that's kind of needed, like just a little break from all that. So I was okay with it, and I got a few laughs in it too, I will admit. So yeah, I feel like sometimes in stuff like big things like that beforehand, I kind of feel like sometimes we need a little breather episode, and that was our breather for the crappy main event. So what else? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, the Battle Royale wasn't that great, but like I said, I enjoyed the Naomi swerve. The 205 match was awesome. I feel like it wasn't as great as the past 205 matches have been on their actual show, but it was still great. And I was kind of judging it off that, and that wasn't fair. When I was saying I didn't really enjoy it last night, and I was like, you know what, they actually did do a good match. It's unfair to judge the past tournaments because 205 the cruiserweights know how to kill it in tournaments. It's just that finale wasn't as great as the matches that we've seen for the past couple of weeks. So, but it was still like a freaking awesome. And Mustafa Ali had a great entrance. I loved his entrance. And Charlotte, Asuka, they killed it. Crappy ending. Love Charlotte's entrance. I love how it was a shout out to Triple H's entrance from when her, Alexa Bliss, and Sasha Banks were Triple H's I want to say concubines, I guess, when he was doing the Shao Kahn thing. So yeah, so I love how that was a shout out to that.
Shao Kahn thing.
Yeah, dude, he was dressed as Shao Kahn. I don't care what nobody says. That was Shao Kahn to a T. I don't care. Yeah, Triple H's entrance was pretty great too. I love the whole motorcycle thing. His entrance actually caught me off guard because normally he says something beforehand or Stephanie says something beforehand. So when the entrance just happened, I was like, wait, what happened to the? Because the past 4 WrestleManias, it was some kind of convo in front of it, so that caught me off guard. But the motorcycle stuff was pretty cool. Yeah, I gotta say, Charlotte probably had the best WrestleMania entrances this year in terms of WrestleMania entrances. So yeah, 4 out of 5. It gets 4 out of 5. It was great. NXT Takeover did it better though. They got a 4.75. So, okay. But WrestleMania did what it was supposed to do and it entertained me.
Yeah, and by the way, just this was happening during the match. I just want to show you guys when I was talking about earlier about John Cena, how much I fucking hate this dude. Look at this amazing match. This amazing match. But wait, guys, fuck the match. How does John Cena act towards this? I'm curious about that. Fuck watching wrestling.
Dude, that bothered me. I'm a John Cena mark, and that bothered me too. Because even John Cena felt annoyed at one point. Because John Cena was like, "Why y'all looking at me? Like, look at the match!" Like, yeah, he even got sick of it at that point. So I feel like John Cena did not want it on him, man. He just wanted to focus on the match. He wanted the camera to focus on the match, and the camera kept going to him, and it was annoying. So I kind of felt for him on that because it was kind of unfair for him to even get this kind of storyline, and they keep focusing on him when he keeps pointing at the camera. Hey, look at the freaking match, and they're not doing it. So.
Oh yeah, and by the way, when I talk shit like that about John Cena or anybody, even Nakamura, it's not me talking shit about particularly them. It's just the writing around them. Whoever's decision it is to have John Cena over there make goofy fucking faces like whoa, like
wow,
that wrestling match on WrestleMania, like you fucking dumb fuck. Like, yeah, I fucking hate that shit.
It's like, what the fuck do you expect me to do?
Exactly. I know. Like, I guess it was kind of one of those things. Like, it's a reaction video, and it's like, well, I need to react. Like, I guess I gotta do something. Whoa. I mean, why can't you have Big E there? Big E would have had popcorn and pie. He would be shooting booty holes everywhere. Big E would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
But Hovig,
yeah, midgets behind him.
Exactly. But Hovig, the main event.
That was ridiculous.
The main event, Mr. Hovig. I don't know if you're there, Hovig.
I'm here.
Okay, so rating-wise, and any closing comments?
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah. All right, so my rating for WrestleMania is going to be a huge 4.5 out of 5.
Nice.
I fucking enjoyed every fucking moment of last night, with the even though there was 2 weak matches for me. I mean, I still enjoyed I still during the main event, a lot of the entire fucking fans, they started pulling out the beach balls, and it started pissing me the fuck off. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to watch the motherfucking match. I don't care if you guys hate it, but I'm trying to watch it. And then all of a sudden, the beach balls. Man, I just want to give a shout out to the dude that was in front of me, like in a couple rows in front of me, who grabbed one of the beach balls and popped it. Big fucking shout out to you. I even started chanting "That was awesome" to that guy, but you know, that was for the main event. But everything else, like you know, some of the shit that they did throughout the fucking night would just had me going, and then a lot of the stuff I was like, you know, I needed that breathe. Like, for example, even though I wasn't too crazy about the SmackDown Tag Titles match, that literally gave me a fucking breather because I was exhausted at that point. I'm like, okay, at least I can wind down just a little bit right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, and the only other the other thing I did not care for was the Hall of Fame thing because I was there. You know, at that point I was like, all right, let's go get something to drink. That was like the piss break. But and then following that, it was Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon, that match. There's really nothing more that I could say about this fucking WrestleMania. It's definitely one of my favorite fucking WrestleManias in a long while. I hated 30 because we all know why, but I hated fucking 30, and way better than last fucking year. And I was at last year's too, of course, because they were here, but way better than last fucking year. This is definitely one of my most favorite fucking WrestleManias that I've seen in a long. I think the last decent WrestleMania that I've watched, even though I was at 29, it wasn't one of my favorites. I love that moment. I love being there too, but I think the last decent one that I remember watching was 28.
Yeah.
And that was with the end of an era and everything like that. That was, to me, that was like one of my last good one, like the last best ones. I mean, I've loved every WrestleMania for what they were in the past, God knows how long. But this one, thank you WWE, especially for the fucking weekend. It was amazing. I can't wait to see what y'all gonna do next year. But 4.5 out of fucking 5 with this one.
Yeah, and for me, like, I would put this around like my top 7 favorite WrestleMania. Like this was up there.
It's definitely somewhere in my fucking this is definitely somewhere in my top 10. I don't know exactly where, but it's definitely in my top 10.
Yeah, how about you?
Yeah.
Is this somewhere in your top 10?
Unfortunately, I had a shitty childhood and didn't get to watch a lot of pay-per-views when I was younger, so I have to go back and watch some of them.
Yeah. Trey, how about you? Is this somewhere in your top 10? Anywhere?
That's the thing, because my number 5 is WrestleMania 24. So I want to put it behind WrestleMania 24, but I'm not too sure. But it is up there. It's in the top 5. I will admit that. So number 1 being WrestleMania 17 does not beat WrestleMania 17. Sir. I don't care what anybody says. I'll say 7. I'll put it at number 7. I will say that it bumps my former number 7, which was probably WrestleMania 18.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, people don't talk about that WrestleMania a lot, but that was pretty good.
That was an under. I mean, that was a pretty iconic one. That's the one we got Rock and Hogan, hot. Wow,
Austin.
Hall and Austin.
Yeah, a fucking you know, it's a good Diva shit around that time. That was like right before Divas got really bad for a while, like because the year after that, Divas were fucking terrible. But yeah, Undertaker versus Ric Flair, like one of the last Undertaker heel things we ever saw.
Yeah, that's right. That was when he was like big evil,
and that was the first time he started counting his Undertaker or his WrestleMania wins. You know, he put his hands up. He's like, "Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, motherfucker. The streak has begun." Like, you know what I mean? And I thought that was pretty cool for Undertaker to start doing that and cocky about it too. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I want to get to big WrestleMania talk because when we talk about old shit, I'll be here all fucking day. So...
For real though. Yeah, man. Like, this was the... And granted, NXT TakeOver was the night before. Like, I even walked out of NXT. I was like, how the fuck is WrestleMania going to follow this? I was like, well, they sure as hell fucking did.
Okay, so that's the biggest question here.
They did.
Yeah, WrestleMania was better than NXT. You officially say that.
Oh no! I'm not saying that it was better than NXT. I'm saying that it followed like NXT. It was a good sequel to NXT. NXT started off the weekend hype, and then WrestleMania kept that hype going.
It's like I actually went. Like I went to both shows. Like I got out of NXT, and I was like, "Fuck! How the hell is WrestleMania gonna like measure up to that shit?" And then I got out of WrestleMania. I was like, "Fuck! It was on par." I was like, "Holy shit!" Like I had 2 back-to-back good fucking shows. What reality am I in?
I agree. They're on par. I will admit that this is one of those rare moments where a WWE main show is on par with NXT Takeover.
It's like I knew so many people that went to Supercard of Honor, and then they were either fucking hated it or they loved it. But then I'm sitting here, I'm running into all these people. They're like, I should have went to fucking Takeover. I was like, I went to Takeover. You know?
Yeah, you made the right choice, man. Because honestly, the only people that Supercard of Honor, like apparently Cody Kenny didn't match up to the hype, and Kota Ibushi and Hangman Page had the best match of the night. Yeah. So honestly, you made the best choice. Because honestly, in my opinion, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa had the match of the weekend.
Oh my
God. Unsanctioned match was fucking fantastic.
God. I think they have match of the fucking decade right now, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Like that whole match was just pure storytelling. Like from when it started, like when their entrances to the final fucking moments of when Gargano was gonna sit down next to Ciampa, and then Ciampa was like, "Man, fuck you," and then Gargano's like, "Oh hell no."
Yeah, that's why for me, because that unsanctioned match, it was unbeatable, man. I just couldn't, nothing from WrestleMania beat Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa.
No. But to me, if I were to compare and contrast, like they're like neck and neck, and the only reason why I say neck and neck is because I go to Takeover like knowing I'm going to get a wrestling show, but I go to WrestleMania knowing I'm going to get like an entertainment spectacle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and exactly. But this year there was actually good fucking wrestling. I'm like, fuck, what the hell? But to me, like Takeover and WrestleMania was like right there, neck and neck. Like not one, like if it was like maybe Takeover was slightly better than Mania, but it's like I just can't give you my favorite one between the two. I just can't. I can't do it. I just can't. Like I don't know. I just can't.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking over here too. Just looking at the YouTube chat and everything. But Ruthless in there. Hi, Ruthless. How you doing, sir? By the way, fuck AJ Styles. But oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was waiting for Ruthless to chew me out for saying that Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss had a better match than AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, but you know what though? Here's the thing: is I don't think Nakamura and AJ should have had a great match. I feel like you know what? This has been such a big show. Let them have the best match ever at Backlash or something. You know what I mean? Where there's more of a story, because this story sucked ass. I mean, part of the story they were trying to tell is that Nakamura doesn't give a fuck, and he's like, "I'm calm, but you."
You know what it is?
You know,
I tell you exactly what it is. You want to know why they didn't have a good match? Because they knew if they had a fucking amazing match, then everybody would have got up and fucking left and not gave a fuck about the next 2 matches.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a good point.
So, exactly. But with that said, folks, it is time for us to get out of here. So, Mr. Trey Cooper, make it quick, sir. What should people be looking forward to on this channel?
Oh, yes, tomorrow, the SmackDown after WrestleMania. We should see what's going to happen. We've seen a lot of hype people come in after the Raw after WrestleMania tonight. Let's see what SmackDown has to offer us. I'm not even going to say spoilers. It might suck. I'm actually going to be excited for tomorrow. Wednesday is the midweek chat attack where we talk about things in the middle of the week. So join us there at 7:30 CST. And then Friday is the Untitled Gaming Show. Join us with Ganja Guru and Alan Birdman running things as well at the Midnight Chat Attack Facebook page. Speaking of the Facebook page, join us there at the Midnight Chat Attack Facebook page where we got awesome things going there all the time. Also, the Midnight Chat Attack Amino, join us there as well. We got questions of the nights back that they talk about in the Midnight Chat Attack. We got a music playlist where you can add your own music if you want everybody in the community to listen to your own music that you like. So just join in Amino. There's good times chatting around and everything. And of course, Saturday is the main event of this channel, the Midnight Chat Attack. Join us there at 7:30 CST. Talk about things that happen throughout the week with everybody. And then you got the after hours ran by Mr. Ganja Guru and Alan Birdman. And then you turn that clock back around. You get what, well, not right now because it was a few hours ago that we did the show, but the Raw Reaction Show. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys.
Thank you for joining us very much. And thank you for joining us, Eddie. This is actually really fun to have you around and whatnot. You're fucking awesome. I like that beanie. I'm going to buy that one day when I have money, but I don't have money because I'm fucking poor and I hate my fucking life. People!
When you got $27 to spend on a fucking hat.
Dude, I'm gonna go fucking panhandle for that shit. I'm gonna just go and like, I need some money. I need me a beanie. It's cold over here in Arizona.
Why don't you just call Uncle Corey and see if you get that employee discount?
Man, Why don't we not
That's
have
an
that
idea.
shit?
I mean, he'll say no, but you can try.
Yeah. He'll be like, Nick, for that comment, you're going to pay more.
Exactly. But people, that's going to be it. So thank you very much for watching. And on that 3, and on that 2, and on that 1,
Attack the mother beeping chat.
in a good way. Like,
Screw SummerSlam and screw Raw 25. I'm still saying that. That's not going away. That's probably never going to be Raw 25 until 25 years from now. And hopefully SummerSlam's good this year.
Trey, baby, you gotta let that 25 go.
No, it was trash. It was trash.
I know, but come on, baby. 25 years of that